great disservice to ourselves if we are going to just go through the program and deal with the superficial issues. We must just be honest with ourselves. The question directed to me in terms of marketing and the pricing. Clearly from the discussions that we had just here, there is the whole question on coffee starts and ends with conflict of interest. Conflict of interest. How do you allow one individual to be the one who buys the coffee, the one who finances the processes around coffee, the ones who mills, the ones who market, and the ones who buy, all the same, and it's one individual. And this has been allowed by the law. I am completely shocked when I heard the minister, Linturi, saying that he is hearing these names for the first time. Clearly there is a problem there. If your own directorate has been able to license all these, and as a minister you are hearing for the first time, it tells you that the cartels within the ministry and within this sector are playing at a very different level. We must be able to deal with this issue once and for all. And I think as county governments, we are at the point where we interact with our farmers. In terms of productivity, we are the entities that provide seeds. For example, my county and many other counties have been supporting our farmers in terms of provision of seeds. We have been supporting our farmers in terms of subsidy on farm inputs. We have been supporting our farmers in terms of supporting and building the cooperative societies. But I think our role, if you look at once you license these brokers, these millers, and these marketers, you reduce the participation of county governments. I, for one, in Nandi County, have developed a mill, but we had to work so hard to get the license from AFA for us to do that mill, and now we are also struggling to get the license to do the marketing, supporting our cooperative societies. Why can't we allow this space to be open to governments to support the process and be able to reduce the kind of cartels that we see in there? I want to propose this because also we had a presentation by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We have all our embassies. How is it possible that Baringo, for example, would go all the way to Korea, or Kipkelion would go all the way to Germany, cooperative societies go all the way to Germany to secure a market, yet we have our ambassadors and our commercial attaches in those countries, and they are not able to get us those markets? What does it tell us about the capacity of our ambassadors, the capacity of our staff that we send to our embassies in terms of securing this? If a governor can take time from Baringo all the way, a governor can take time from Nandi all the way, why can't we increase the capacity of these people so that then we can be able to move forward in that direction? I want to propose two things, honorable governors and the delegates here. I want to propose two things. One, let us open up this space and get out conflict of interest. The reason why we have that conflict of interest, Your Excellency, most probably the leadership that has been, and also the leadership of this nation previously, had conflict of interest. I'm very happy that you confided to us here that you do not have conflict of interest within the sector, within the coffee sector. Members of parliament, this law, and I realized that when Linturi was put on the spot, all of us were clapping. Unfortunately, the bill in the parliament has been sitting in the parliament for almost 15 years. What has stalled the process in parliament? It actually means the same cartels have actually pocketed even members of parliament. Why? We want to be very honest. If at the end of the next 2 days here, if we are done with the recommendations in this meeting today, and we identify a small team to put together what we have agreed into law, we want to ask Mani Chungwa, together with Aaron Cheriot and your respective committees, why will it take you more than 1 month for you to do that law and ensure that you open up and ensure that we are all able to agree on a law that can be able to move us forward? If we are going to take another 3 or 4, 5 months, it actually means that we will have given these cartels an opportunity to start influencing one member of parliament after the other until we are not able to move. So I think at the end of the day, Your Excellency Deputy President, the law will set us free. We can talk about farm inputs, we can talk about the role of county government, but if you do not sort out the legal framework, that ensures that no person or no cartels are allowed within the sector, we will be here in another 2-3 years still discussing the same thing. Let us sort out the law, and we have the members of parliament here, we have senators and members of the National Assembly. We as county governments we will be willing within the next 2-3 months, not forums for public participation on that law, so that then we can move officers within our counties. When you discuss with them how to deal with these cooperatives and ensure compliance with the law, they will tell us that they report to somebody called commissioner, is the commissioner of cooperatives, who is an officer in Nairobi. We do not know. I mean, these are cooperatives within Nandi County. Why am I being directed by a commissioner of cooperatives in Nairobi? We must be able to also deal with that particular element, so that then we can be able to devolve, allow us to deal with our cooperatives, allow us to re-engineer our cooperatives. If you want to put money, I am not going to put money into a cooperative society that I have no control over, that I cannot be able to audit. Why will I put money there? So if we can open up, you will actually allow county governments to continue budgeting and put resources, because we know those resources are going to be into good use. But otherwise, if you are shielding county governments out of the running of cooperative societies in terms of auditing, then we cannot be able to put our resources as county governments. So basically, from my perspective, it all lies on conflict of interest and the law. If we can fix the law, then allow us to continue doing that which we have to do. You have already done inputs, Your Excellency. The national government, you have given us, for the first time in almost 10 years, coffee farmers are benefiting from the subsidized fertilizer. Previously, it used to be only maize farmers. Now you are already supporting it. So really, we must allow the legal framework to be reviewed, and let us do it within the shortest time possible. What says Marina has done, as I can tell you, if we don't sort out within this window of 1 month, 1.5 months, the same cartels will regroup. They might even get to our county assemblies. They might get to the National Assembly. Why don't we use this window of goodwill from the president and the deputy president for us to sort out this law and ensure that within the next 1.5 months, we have sorted out the coffee once and for all, and we allow ourselves to move forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.